The flesh be fleshing at university. Even though you're taking out loan, it's not free. You're still paying back. So be careful with what you're doing, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you guys don't know me already, my name is Leeza.xoii. If you guys haven't already, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your post notifications so you guys can get notified every time I post a video. Like, why would you guys want to miss out on the videos that I post? Come on now. So as you guys can tell by the title and the thumbnail of this video, I'm gonna be talking about things I wish I knew before I started first year of university or college for those people who are international in America. I also have American viewers too. So before I get into the advice and tips that I have, things I wish I knew before I started first year, I just want to let you guys know that I'm a commuter. That means that I don't live on campus at my university. I live at home with my parents and I commute using transport. So I take transport from home to university. After my lectures and stuff, I come back home. So I don't stay on campus. I don't have another accommodation, none of that kind of stuff. So this is going to be from a perspective of someone who's a commuter who studies computer science, a Christian as well. So those are the three perspectives I'm going to be talking from. And for those of you guys that don't know, I study at City University of London. So that's the university that I go to for anyone who's just wondering. Before I get into my advice, I just want to congratulate everyone that got their A-level results. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're either about to go into uni or you're just watching it for fun. But if you're watching it because you're about to go to uni, then congratulations on your result. It's going to be easier than your last journey, well, depending on your course. I'm just speaking from a computer science background. I don't know for other courses. From my course, I would say it'd definitely be easier. Then again, I'm also speaking from a background that I've studied computer science at sixth form and GCSE, so that's what I'm saying. Let's get into it. So there's going to be 10 different advice that I'm going to give you guys. The transition from sixth form to university is not as hard as people say it is. I don't think a lot of people actually say it's hard. It's actually not hard. It's a very smooth, easy transition. Maybe I'm saying this because I studied computer science at sixth form and for GCSE as well. So it's like I already got some sort of background knowledge. Even people that didn't do computer science, I feel like I do have friends who are on my course and didn't do computer science for their A-levels and for their GCSE. They still found it pretty calm. The transition from sixth form to university was pretty easy. Like, the workload was way easier than sixth form. Sixth form workload, not a joke, but A-level workload, even though it's a lot, is spread out, and then your breaks kind of give you that recovery from the amount of time you spent working, doing coursework and all of that. So yeah, that's my first advice, is that the jump from sixth form to university is not as hard. It's not that deep as people say it is. I prefer it. It's more chilled, relaxed, not too much pressure. I work at my own pace. The workload from sixth form to university, there is a jump. Like, the workload you have for sixth form, you have to memorize so much stuff. I did OCR as well. Algorithms, you have to memorize so much, just a lot you've got to memorize for the actual exam, but it doesn't come up in the exam. But university is much more chill. Mine is balanced with coursework and exams. So I think mine was like 60% coursework and 40% exams. So even though I had exams, my coursework, you get it, my coursework had more power over my exams compared to sixth form, where it was just solely reliant on the exam, which I actually pretty like. But then again, so yeah, I'm speaking from a computer science background. Obviously, I can't really talk for other students or other courses because I studied computer science, so I can only tell you what I've been through. If you guys want me to do like this video with my friends who study different courses, please comment down below and we can just talk about that and they can give their perspective on their course, because right now you guys are just hearing from a computer science perspective. I don't know if you guys are studying computer science or looking to study computer science. I'm not really sure. Comment that down below. What course are you guys looking to study, or what course are you guys currently studying? I would like to know. The amount of independence you actually receive. Like, yeah, you're independent, but the independency, this is not just even talking about like just generally like within yourself, but within the school, within the uni. Like, you don't have no teachers chasing after you, or you didn't submit your coursework, where's it at, or why are you not coming to lectures? None of that. You're literally paying for your own education. So if you don't turn up, it's on you. If you turn up, it's on you. If you complete the coursework, it's on you. If you don't, it's on you. Like, the amount of independency is just like raw. Like, no one's actually chasing after me. Like, no one's on my neck like telling me I've got to be here, I've got to be here. Nah, none of that. I've got my own freedom. If I don't want to go lecture, I can literally just stay at home. Ain't nobody gonna call me. But then again, for some courses, I feel like attendance is compulsory, like especially for medical courses. Like one of my friends, she does radiography. When she misses lectures, then she gets in trouble. But for me, when I miss lectures, I don't even get in trouble. Like I don't even know if they even notice, but I still get my work done. The only time I would ever miss a lecture is because I feel like the lecturer isn't teaching me well. But still, from now on, I'm still gonna go to the lecturer, even though I feel like I'm not getting any, and still do the work inside and just give them the chance to teach me. You know? But yeah, like the independence is just crazy. Like I can just do whatever I want, like obviously not whatever I want, but you know, whatever I want to a certain extent. Like yeah, the amount of the independency, like for example at sixth form, there's always somebody pushing onto you. Sixth form, back in secondary school, there's always a teacher telling you, have you done your homework, you know this is you, detention. There's no such thing as detention at uni. You miss something, you just get not disqualified, but your points that you're supposed to reach, you don't reach your points. And obviously you don't reach your points at the end of the year, you don't get enrolled onto the second year, so then that's on you, because then you have to spend more money to repeat repeat that exam in the summer. So at the end of the day, you're wasting your own time and you're wasting your own money. But yeah, like the independency at university is unreal. I love it though. Your uni experience is what you make it. Like coming to university as a commuter especially, I was worried. Like one of my worries was that I'm not gonna have fun, I'm not gonna enjoy, I'm not gonna meet the people I that are like me, like because everybody's moving out and I'm the only one commuting. All of my friends moved out, so I was the only one who was staying at home. So I was like, oh, everybody's moving out, I'm literally staying at home, who am I gonna be with? Like I'm gonna feel left out. But no, it's literally the experience is what you make of it. If you stay at home, if you don't go out, if you don't go to freshers events, obviously not the bad ones. I'm still a Christian, so I was not going to all of them. I was going to the camp, to the one that the university held itself. I was on campus, like meet and greet and type stuff, freshers fair. I was not doing partying, clubbing. That's not for me. Still, I don't do that type of stuff. I don't participate in that, and will never participate in that. But yeah, like your uni experience is what you make of it. If you don't go out, if you don't like put yourself out there, if you don't talk to people, how are you gonna find your people? How are you gonna find your friends? How are you gonna find people in your course that can help you out when you're gonna need help? For me, on my course, I was on a mission to speak to all the people of color on my course, because computer science is very known to be, first of all, male dominant, and is very known to be Asian populated. So when I came to my university and I was like, oh right, it's actually diverse, like there's a bit of everything. I was like, yeah, I gotta talk to everyone. I need to make friends with as many people as I can. And that's how I even found like some of the friends that I have on my course, because I literally went up to them, I was like, hey, what's your name? Da, da, da. I know that's so scary. Like looking back, I can't imagine I went up to people, I was like, hi, how are you? Da, 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 da. I even made a TikTok like, oh, if anyone's coming to my university, please comment down below, let's be friends. That's how I made friends with one of my other friends, my good sis Lauren. That's how we became friends, through that TikTok. Another one I met through freshers fair, literally bumped into each other, got each other's socials, and yeah, we became friends from them. You really have to put yourself up there. Like staying at home is not gonna get you nowhere, because then it's gonna be December time and you're talking to no one. You'll be like, rah, uni's actually very boring. It's boring, don't get me wrong, but the people you meet at uni makes it fun. So it's like, if you don't meet your people, don't complain, because you didn't put yourself out there. Do you get me? I hope that makes sense, y'all, because sometimes I just be talking, but I hope that makes sense. And just make friends, guys, because uni is a big place, and because it's a big place, it can get lonely if you're by yourself. We don't want that. Something I wish I knew people spoke about more, because especially as a commuter, not a lot of people really spoke about that. Like everyone's just like, oh, if you commute to uni, that's gonna be dead, it's gonna be boring, da 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 da, all of this that. But I didn't have that mindset. I had a mindset of that uni is what you make of it. If I make it boring, it's gonna be boring. If I make it fun for myself, it's gonna be fun. Is to expend. Like the amount of money you spend on travel is crazy, especially in the area that I live in. Like from where I live and how I have to commute into central, the price is hefty that I have to be paying. But it is well, because if you compare it to those paying for accommodations, it's still less compared to what people are paying for, but it's still a lot of money leaving my bank. Like it's too much. Like nah, it's too much. So that's something I wish I knew before going to uni. Like yeah, I knew it was gonna be expensive, but I didn't know it was gonna be this expensive. So maybe if I started saving from summer, that would have been great. But I was just buying outfits and all of that. this is gonna be more Christian. The flesh be fleshing at university, guys. The reason why I say this, or what do I mean by this, is that temptation is real. At university, you're gonna get tempted all types of way. Even as a commuter, guys, I'm a commuter and I still got tempted. I thank God that I didn't fall, but I was still tempted. So if I was tempted, you can get tempted. The devil's lurking around. Like, university is a place where the devil is probably like the devil's playground, because like you're all here, like everyone's got freedom, you want to do whatever you want, you want to try new things, this, that. So you finna get tempted. So as you go to university, just keep in mind that temptation is gonna increase. So as temptation is gonna increase, when you have the thoughts of doing something, just think, even though it's not a sin, is this a beneficial? And it says that in Romans, I believe, Corinthians actually, is in Corinthians 10:33, where it says, all things are lawful, but are they beneficial? So yes, you may be doing whatever you're doing and you're saying, yes, it's not a sin, I'm not doing nothing to disregard, I'm not doing nothing to disobey God, but how is that going to help you in the future? How is that going to help you grow spiritually? How is that going to help you in the long run? You just got to keep thinking that whenever you're thinking of doing anything, like if you're going to go out at night with some guys, then you're like, even though this is not a sin, where is this going to lead to? What is going to happen after? And just keep that in your mind, guys. Like, flesh be fleshing at university. But that's something I wish I knew before starting. Like, flesh be fleshing, so you got to be on your guard. If you're not on your guard, you will fall. But we don't want you guys to fall. I hope you guys don't fall in Jesus' name. Stay safe, be safe, and read your Bible. Pray every day. That is your armor. So if you read, nothing's going to touch you. So just keep in mind who you are when you go to uni. Like, don't make your identity change just because of the surrounding you're in, or just because of the institution you're entering. Still keep the same values you've had before university. Don't let that change, because if you let that change, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. You just remember who you are. Remember what you're doing at university. Remember why you came to uni in the first place. Sometimes you forget why you're even at uni because you're having so much fun. Even though you're having fun, still remember why you came. Surround yourself with like-minded people, guys. Like, for me, I had the mindset that uni is gonna be a wild place. Even though I'm a commuter, it's still gonna be a wild place. I want to surround myself with like-minded people who are Christians, on fire for God, so we can, have the fire, like give each other the fire when one of us is down. And the Lord answered my prayer. Like, I prayed this over the summer, I believe. I think it was over the summer. I was like, Lord, I'm going to uni. Please allow your people, surround with your people, the right people, so that I may not fall into sin. And he pulled through. I thank God for the friends that I made at uni, because they really be checking me, I be checking them. Anything they see me doing, they be like, sis, what is he doing? Then anything they be doing, I be like, sis, what is you doing? And like, we just be keeping each other accountable. So I'd say, just make sure you find your people. Make sure you find the right people that wouldn't lead you to do stuff that you don't want to do, or that you wouldn't do if you wasn't at uni. So just make sure you find the right people, as it says in 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be deceived, for bad company corrupts good morals. So surround yourself with good people who are on fire for God and who want to achieve the same things as you, who also want to do well in their studies, who also want to please their Father God. And another way that you can also meet these people like-minded as you, well, for me, because I wanted to find Christian friends, I joined some Christian societies and I went to some Christian events. Like, those are also good ways to find people who have the same morals and belief as you, so you guys can, become friends and best buddies. University can get a lot, even though it's all fun and games and yada yada yada. You got your freedom, you can do whatever you want. All of this easier than what I'm saying is easier than A level. It can still get a lot. It can still get very hectic, because as you're independent and no one's checking on you, you can get very complacent, and then you can start to leave things to last minute, and that's not very good. So have a routine. Like, for me and my friends, we did weekly Bible studies like every Friday. We just refresh ourselves weekly with the word. More than once a week would have been great, but our schedules kept clashing. So that was what helped me. Like, so have some sort of routine at uni, so it's not like you come to uni, you're studying because also just studying gives you a headache. Like, just study is not good. Take your mind off it. Sometimes plan to get out with your friends, maybe go bowling, go cinema, whatever you guys want to do. Ice skating, like me and my friends went ice skating, go out for dinner, just anything. Like, sometimes you just need to refresh yourself. yourself, you know, detox your body. Just having a system in place where you guys can plan, even just plan to see each other, because sometimes when you have friends from different courses and you guys don't plan to physically see each other, you guys are not going to see each other and you guys will not talk. So you actually have to put in the effort. It's a two-way effort. You need a system for how you're going to organize all your modules and classes for university. I thank God for one of my friends that I met on my course. Like, she gave me her Notion that she created for her, because we're on the same course. So she gave me hers and I just, you know, changed it for me. So I was using Notion. If you guys want an in-depth video of how I use Notion for my studies, please comment down below, because I can do that for you guys. But yeah, I use Notion. And before that, I was thinking of using Notes, because I got an iPad, right? So I was thinking of just getting Notes, the Notes app, and just write my notes on there. But that was not efficient. Like, she was telling me all of how it's not efficient because the page just stays how it is. You can't increase or increase the size of the page. You can write smaller. You can't do none of that. Thinking about it, I actually thank God that I came to Notion, and I also used Good Notes for the writing thing, so I can zoom. It's like an actual page and it's got lines, because Notes doesn't have no lines. But I was just going to use it regardless. I didn't do no research into what I was going to use for my system and how I was going to store my work and stuff. But thank God for her life, because she helped me. She gave me her Notion. So have a system in place when you're coming to uni. Whether that's going to be you're going to write on in your notebook, whether that's going to be you're going to use Notion, whether that's going to be you're going to use OneNote, Google Drive, anything. Because for me, I needed to get a laptop and an iPad, because my laptop I use it for coding and sometimes making my notes, then my iPad to handwritten notes. But I try to put everything on Notion or Good Notes, and Good Notes I would split it up into folders. So yeah, have a system in place, guys, how you're gonna, you know, keep track of your results for your exam, results for your coursework. Like, what system are you gonna have in place? To always put God first, guys. Like, coming to uni, your focus can shift. Like, your focus can shift from God to your work, and when that shift happens, you start to idolize your studies, start to idolize your work more than God. And when that happens, everything becomes harder. That's when battles comes. It's like you're trying to do something but it's just physically not working, even though you're doing it. Does that make sense? But when you do everything with God, everything will just fall into place. Like, it will just, you know, fall right into place. Like it says in Matthew 6:33, that's my favorite verse. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all shall be added unto you. Then later on it says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has its own worry, but worry about the day that you're currently into today. So as you go to uni, as you're going into this new chapter of your life, put God first, put God as your center, because when that focus is shift, that's where everything else starts to, you know, shift. That's where everything else starts to wiggle out of place. We don't want them. We want to be stable for the whole year, have a good academic year. So I just wish I put God first more. I did put God first, but then nah, that's a lie. I did not put God first. He was my least priority. I will be very real with you guys. I'm being very honest. I didn't really prioritize him at all. I would just be like, right, I'm going to uni. Let me first complete my assignments. Let me first do this, that. Then I'll read the Bible. Then I'll pray. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You got to start off your day with God. You got to go on your day with God and end your day with God. All of that, everything with God. Not just some parts with God, some parts without. I'm gonna do it by myself. Because then if you do it by yourself, it means you don't basically need God. Saying you're your own God, because you're gonna make it happen for yourself. But no, God is our God, so we need him to help us, to guide us. You get me? Yeah, that's all of the things that I wish I knew before first year of university. I really hope these tips helped. And these are my tips that I have. Comment down below this emoji to represent putting God first, prayer. I'll put the emoji here. From this video, I want you guys to take that. Just put God first in all that you do, and everything fall into place. And don't lose yourself at university. Don't lose who you are. Don't lose your values. Remember who you are. And remember, you're paying, it's not free. Even though you're taking out loan, it's not free. You're still paying back. So be careful with what you're doing, okay? Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope these advice helped you guys. You guys can message me on my Insta if you guys have any other questions about starting university or just university at all. Thank you guys for watching again. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe to my video so you guys can stay tuned for the videos coming next. Thank you guys for watching again. Love you guys, and